in the tri-state, right now, desperate families have no idea where their loved ones are.
People call our newsroom almost daily asking for our help to get you to help find their missing family members. Just this week, police are urgently looking for two people. 15-year-old Daisy Mendoza, she's considered critical missing for health reasons. She was dropped off at Princeton High School Wednesday morning at 7 and hasn't been seen since.
You mentioned Daisy. There's 37-year-old Rigoberto Garcia, last seen January 12th in Maineville. His vehicle has been recovered, but they have not seen him since that time. So we wanted to know, how do police determine who is a critical missing and who's a runaway?
And Dinah on your side's Tamika Artist has been looking into this to figure this out, because I know a lot of people ask us these questions.
Yeah, we get calls about this all the time. So we decided to go directly to the source. We went straight to the head of the Missing Persons Department for the Cincinnati Police Department. Detective Jason Hodge says that there are a number of factors that actually go into deciding if a person is considered a runaway or missing. He says that if someone's mental or physical health is at risk, they are considered critical missing, and he explains.
Essentially, if somebody's a threat to themselves or others, they would be considered endangered or critical missing. And if somebody, say for example, has missed a life-saving medication that they take, that would also list them as critical or endangered.
Okay, so here are how the missing persons numbers stack up here in the tri-state. Right now in Ohio, 950 people are missing. In Kentucky, that number is 21. And in Indiana, just over 1,000 people now have vanished without a trace, considered either missing or runaway. And go ahead, Chris.
Well, does this strike anybody odd? There's only 21 people missing in Kentucky?
It is strange. So you wonder how those numbers are so different.
Smaller population,
from
right,
that standpoint.
exactly.
So from the standpoint, how many officers or detectives, I'm sure it comes down to numbers of getting people on the streets to search for these people.
Yes, exactly. So here in Cincinnati, they were telling me that they do have a team, obviously, that's designated to looking into these cases, but it really comes down to family involvement. For example, the woman that went missing this past week, in Madeira, exactly. Yeah. Her family's involvement actually resulted in her being found alive. Here's a picture of her right here. This is Larissa Cosell, and we know that family involvement, the police department getting involved, getting this information out to the media, was a big factor in her being found alive and safe.
Yeah, the pizza driver said that he saw a billboard with her picture on it and recognized her from that.
But that morning, I did bring up, there were dozens of others reported missing just in the month of January alone, and we have covered very few of those compared to that case.
Exactly, and again, so the critically missing cases get covered before anything else, but interestingly enough, there is a term that was coined by a PBS anchor who passed away, Gwen Eiffel, called the missing white woman syndrome. And it is this idea that the media does have a tendency to cover missing white women and girls more often than they do minorities. There is actually a lawsuit right now in Washington, D.C. Some black lawmakers are asking the Justice Department to look into a number of Latino and black girls that are missing, but no media coverage at all.
You know, it goes back to if a 15-year-old girl is missing, I don't care if she has medication or not, it's a critical missing.
Absolutely.
She's dropped off at school, we need to find her.
Especially for the family that's involved and friends that are involved.
So we're doing our best. We've heard from you, and we hope that this kind of helps get the word out.
Absolutely.
Tamika, thank you.
You're very welcome.
You know,